Let's go. Alright, everyone, it's Light of Wonders 753 here on YouTube again. And I'm on fall break next week. At the end of next week, there's only a couple months left in this year. So I want to share with you so far my collecting progress of my whole music collection. I will either create two separate videos for the first half of my collection and the second half, or just tie it in one big long video sometime at the end of next week. And if I choose to separate the parts, I will show you that once I publish it. Okay, so first off, I will go through the digital MP3 download albums that I currently own in my collection. Okay, the first digital album download I currently own in my collection is the Horn soundtrack, which is a actual game soundtrack by Austin Wintory. Austin Wintory is also composed um, video game soundtracks for Journey, Flow, and Flower made by that game company. And as I said, I have not played like any of the games that his music comes from, and I don't plan to. I just like the music and the soundtrack. So I have that. It's a very epic soundtrack. Then I have a techno video game and PC soundtrack. This one I actually got off a PC through Steam. That's the Pixel Junk Eden plus Encore soundtrack by Bayon, Bayon or something like that. It's a very soothing, nature-filled techno soundtrack. Okay. Up next, I have two digital albums by Christian Gospel Choir, which is a group that does like covers for old gospel and traditional church hymns. So that's very cool. The first one is 40 Must Have Favorites, Amazing Grace, and 40 Must Have Favorites on the Mountain. Up next, I have two digital MP3 download albums of Coldplay. The first one released 1 or 2 years ago, and that one was on their site as a thank you to their fans. They released a live album for free on their site for 1 week only, and that was the Left Right, Left Right, Left Right album, which includes live tracks of Glass of Water, 42, Clocks, Strawberry Swing, The Hardest Part / Postcards from Far Away, Viva La Vida, and Death Will Never Conquer, Fix You, and Death and All His Friends. And the one I recently got by Coldplay, which is my favorite by them so far, is Parachutes by Coldplay. Okay, the next digital MP3 download I have, which is my all-time favorite alternative rock, Christian alternative rock group right now, that is Crave by For King and Country. Um, like I said, this album is on my top list for my all-time favorite right now. Then up next, I have MP3 album download Agotier with Making Mirrors. Then I have One Song at a Time MP3 album of Jamie Grace. Then I have Love is a Four-Letter Word by Jason Mraz, which is pop. I won't really share the genres with you right now. Okay. Up next, I have the English and Spanish MP3 albums of Carrie Job's newest CD. So I have English version first, which is Where I Find You. Then I have the Spanish version, Donde Te Encuentro. Encuentro. Yeah. Donde Te Encuentro. And that's the Spanish version of Where I Find You by Carrie Joe. I love both of those. They're very good. Hurt in the Hiller by Mercy Me MP3 album. I also think I forgot to mention the MP3 album of the Ultimate Collection by Big Daddy Weave as my fourth favorite Big Daddy Weave album right now. And then the two last MP3 digital album downloads I have in my collection so far are Come to the River by the Rhett Walker Band, which recently released this year, and A New Abolition by The Wrecking. Yeah, A New Abolition by The Wrecking. So now I will share with you my physical music CD collection that I have. And like I said, I'll either tie all these in one video at the end next week or just have them in separate parts, one this week and one next week. It just depends on what I feel like. Let me go through these real quick. They're in no particular order. So first up, I have North by Matchbox 20 from their brand new CD. Up next, I have Alex Clare with The Lateness of the Hour. This is one of my new favorite alternative rock artists, or pop with a tie-in and maybe alternative. Up next, I have the single for It's Not My Time Pop Radio Edit Mix by Three Doors Down, and the It's Not My Time album version single by Three Doors Down. Then I have Jeremy Camp, We Cry Out the Worship Project. Stephen Curtis Chapman with The Declaration. Stephen Curtis Chapman with The Greatest Hits, the 1997 one. I have Blue Tree, live at Exchange Church Belfast in Northern Ireland. Another really big favorite of my alternative rock albums. I have God's Not Dead by the Newsboys. I have Casting Crowns, Peace on Earth, which I'll probably be playing near Christmas this year. Next I have Francesca Battistelli with My Paper Heart. Salvador, Into Motion. David Cook, This Loud Morning. Jeremy Camp, Stay. Jason Castro by Jason Castro. Mercy Me with the Generous Mr. Lovewell. Introducing the City Harmonic by the City Harmonic. Bert Nicole with Acoustic. Then I have Wow Hits 2009 and Wow Hits 2010. I hope to maybe get the new one this year. Then last but not least, for the albums in my music collection I can show you right now until I get home for fall break next week is Third Day of the Offerings box set. So that is all, and I will see all of you soon. Okay, now I will show you the other half of my music collection for this year so far, what I have, just to show you my collection and how it's grown so far. So I will show you the last part of the stuff right now. So now that I'm home for October break, I just got home for October break today. I will now show you the remaining physical CDs I have in my music collection. So right here I have MercyMe with 10. This is actually the anniversary for it's not really an anniversary CD. It's basically just compilation of highlights of the 10 years of music since the release of I Can Only Imagine by MercyMe. Includes 11 #1 songs as well as 3 never before heard recordings, including the I Can Only Imagine London Session Orchestra. And this is really one of my favorite, actually, I just like this because it's MercyMe. They're one of my first Christian bands I listened to. And then this CD also includes the Sight DVD, which is pretty cool. Okay, up next, I have the Daltrey Deluxe Edition, which I'm very proud to have in my collection because I grew up listening to Daltrey a few years ago. And then I have the Chris Tomlin Hella Love Worship Leader Limited Edition. Next up, Rascal Flatts Greatest Hits Volume 1. Next up is one of my favorite alternative rock artists, if not my favorite alternative rock artist right now, and that is The Fray with their album The Fray. Then I have the Big Daddy Weave 3 CD Collector's Edition 10, Gift 10, with Every Time I Breathe, What I Was Made For, and Field's Grace, as you can see. Then I have a techno CD actually, which is a Bass Automator with electromagnetic waves. Then I have another techno complication CD. This is just for beats mainly, and that is Food for Woofers, Volume 2. And up next is my favorite alternative rock album by my favorite alternative rock artist right now, and that would be Scars and Stories, the Walmart exclusive by The Fray. Here I have Here For You by Passion. One of my favorite praise and worship artists right now, and that is Jeremy Riddle with the Now and Not Yet. Up next, I have A New Hallelujah by Michael W. Smith. Phil Wickham, Heaven and Earth. Britt Nicole with Gold. MercyMe, Coming Up to Breathe. Newsboys with Go remixed. Newsboys with the Ultimate Collection. Matt Kearney with Young Love. The Newsboys Born Again Miracles Edition. Brandon Heath, Don't Get Comfortable. Rich Mullins with Songs. Mandisa with Freedom. Stand by Michael W. Smith. We Need Each Other by Sanctus Real. Courageous by various artists from the official movie soundtrack Courageous. Hymns of Worship by Fernando Ortega. Jet Black Stairs single, Ready to Roll. And last but not least in my music collection for this year, I have my autograph Big Daddy Weave lyric sheet with CD of Love Come to Life. And of course, I still have the coupon for that, which is good till 2015 for me. So that's a good thing. And that is the end of my Christian, that's the end of my music collection for the time being. So, hope you enjoyed my full music collection and the progress that my music collection has had. And I will see you next time.